I set the goal in 2016, and in 2017, no progress. And I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with me as a leader? You don't feel inspiring right now, you feel angry. I was angry with my team, I was angry with my customers. A long time ago, I was trying to make stuff happen, double our business. And this friend of mine shared this formula with me. I'm gonna share it with you. We're gonna put it up on the screen. And then I'm gonna tell you a story about how I kind of screwed it up and what you can do to not screw it up. So it's very simple. Focus, like what's the goal, times energy, like how are you being in the world, times time. How much time are you putting on this particular thing? That equals results. In fact, I've documented this in our company's like core values, and I've documented it in my families, like my own children, 10, 7, and 2. Like I've written it as a guide for them as they go out into the world and build their own companies and build their own wealth. That's how important this is. And so I remember not winning. I'm hitting my head against the wall. And this friend of mine was like, yeah, well, can you look at your calendar? How much time have you invested in this particular project? I look at my calendar, I'm like, oh, it's only been 3 hours. That's a problem. And then another time I'm trying to do something and my friend goes, well, your energy feels a little off, meaning you don't feel inspiring right now, you feel angry. And I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was angry with my team, I was angry with my customers, like my energy was way off. And then, another time I wasn't winning. And somebody asked me, well, how long have you been working on this? 6 months, it should have already been done. And they're like, Daniel, 6 months is really fast for an initiative like that. In fact, at one point, we're transitioning our virtual assistant business from real estate to all industries. And I set the goal in 2016, and in 2017, no progress. And I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with me as a leader? But I stuck to it, meaning I kept going, I kept pounding the drums, I kept focusing on it as a company. 2018, we had 4%. In 2019, we got to 20%. By 2020, we were at 30%. The goal had been reached. Like a third of our business was from non-real estate. Today, we sit, half of our business comes from other industries. Last month, 80% of our new customers who raised their hand were not in real estate. The reality is, as a leader, you have to have hyper focus. You need to have great energy to encircle and inspire others to come with you in your vision. And you need to allow the time it takes, a realistic time frame, to accomplish the goal. And if you do those 3 things, you will have massive results. I'm gonna just wrap this video up, write it down. So another mistake that people have, they maybe have an idea and they work towards it, but they don't document it. So take this formula, write it at the top of the paper, and then create your strategic plan with all the initiatives that you need to happen, and make sure you allocate the time, make sure you allocate the focus, make sure you allocate the actual energy required to shift your business. And comment or send me a message with this formula. Tell me what you think, how you're gonna use it. I really wanna hear from you.